Did you know Elon Musk once talked about fasting? He shared publicly that he fasted from time to time and that it made him feel healthier. We are not focusing on the celebrity, we are focusing on the idea. So why do people fast at all? Many fast for faith. They want discipline, patience, and self-control. Others fast to improve health habits like stopping constant snacking. Fasting teaches something simple but powerful. Urges rise, then they pass. But fasting is not magic. It is a tool, and tools must be used with wisdom. Now let's look inside the body. Right after you finish a meal, digestion is active. In the first hours, your body uses glucose from the food. Insulin rises to move that glucose into your cells for energy. As the energy from the meal fades, insulin begins to fall. Then the body switches to stored fuel. It uses glycogen, which is stored mainly in the liver. This is why many people feel normal at first. Stored sugar is covering your needs. As glycogen levels drop, hunger often comes in waves. A hormone called ghrelin rises, then settles again. This is important. Hunger is not constant, it moves like a wave. With insulin lower, the body becomes more ready to burn fat. The liver can convert fat into ketones, another source of energy. Ketones can support the brain when glucose is lower. That is why some people report calm focus after the first hunger waves pass. As the day moves forward, energy may feel steady or slightly low. It depends on the person. At night, the body shifts toward rest and repair. Sleep becomes very important. Good rest makes fasting easier. By around 20 to 24 hours, fat burning and ketone production can become more consistent. You may hear the word autophagy, often described as cellular cleanup. It is not a superpower. It is simply one process among many that the body uses to maintain itself. The big picture is simple. When less food comes in, stored fuel gets used. Many people notice fewer energy crashes when they stop constant eating. Some feel their digestion gets a break. The gut is not working non-stop. Blood sugar may become more stable for some people, especially if frequent snacking was the problem. But fasting is not for everyone. Certain health conditions can change the risk. Now back to the public story. Why might a busy CEO choose fasting? One likely reason is time-restricted eating. It can reduce calories without counting them. Another reason is structure. A rule like "I only eat in this window" can stop mindless snacking. Some people also like fasting because it feels simple, no complicated diet math. If lightweight training is added, it can help protect muscle while body fat goes down. That combination, limited eating time plus resistance training, often explains weight loss. Imagine a normal day, morning, afternoon, then night. In the morning, hunger may appear, but again, it usually comes in waves. In the afternoon, once adapted, focus can feel calmer. At night, sleep becomes the anchor of the routine. In Islam, fasting carries a deeper meaning. It is not only about food, it is about controlling the tongue and the heart. It teaches patience. It reminds you of people who have less. If someone fasts only for weight loss, they miss that deeper training. From his public comments, he claimed fasting made him feel healthier. He also claimed significant weight loss from a higher starting weight, linking it to intermittent fasting and light weightlifting. Intermittent fasting usually means eating within a specific window, then stopping outside that window. When the eating window shrinks, many people naturally eat less, but if someone overeats at night, the benefit can disappear. So it is not just fasting, it is total habits, food quality, sleep, stress, movement. That is why two people can fast and get very different results. If someone has diabetes, is pregnant, has a history of eating disorders, or takes certain medications, fasting requires extra caution. Explaining biology is not the same as prescribing behavior. Let's simplify the body timeline. First, glucose from food. Then glycogen from the liver. Then fat becomes the main fuel, and ketones can rise. Why might a very busy person choose fasting? Efficiency. Fewer meals can mean fewer decisions, less decision fatigue. Some people also enjoy the sense of control, choosing when to eat instead of reacting to every craving. But control must remain balanced. Never extreme, never harmful. A fasting timer app can provide structure, but a timer does not give willpower. It only reminds you of your intention. Lightweight training, not extreme workouts, can help preserve muscle while body fat decreases. That is one reason the body can look leaner even with simple routines. In the early stages, some people experience headaches or irritation. The body is adapting. It is shifting from sugar burning toward greater fat use. A gentle approach is usually safer than jumping into very long fasts. Fasting can also train the soul. Patience when no one is watching, gratitude when you finally eat, remembering that food is a blessing. The real victory may not be weight loss, it may be self-mastery. When someone says they feel healthier, it could mean better routine, fewer crashes, and better control. Weight loss in most cases comes down to one principle: a calorie deficit over time. Intermittent fasting can help create that deficit if meals remain balanced. Light training can support strength during the process. But fasting can backfire if it leads to binge eating or obsession. The rule is simple: fasting should make life calmer, not harsher. If your health situation is complex, seek professional advice before trying it. So what is the full picture? A public figure spoke about fasting and feeling healthier. Intermittent fasting means eating in a window and stopping outside it. Weight change becomes possible when a calorie deficit stays consistent. Biologically, insulin drops, glycogen decreases, fat use rises, and ketones increase. Spiritually, fasting builds patience, gratitude, and self-control. So why might someone choose fasting, structure, and weight management? What happens in the body? It switches fuel step by step. What changes were claimed? A healthier feeling and significant weight loss. But your results depend on your sleep, stress levels, and overall habits. Do not copy celebrities, copy principles. And if you fast for faith, protect your character along with your body. Because the greatest impact of fasting is not outside, it is inside you. Fasting is not hype, it is discipline used with wisdom. If you decide to try it, start gently and seek guidance if needed. Now you understand why fasting was mentioned and what fasting can actually do. May we use discipline with wisdom, that is the real lesson.